Hi, this is the Thunderbird project team. So we want to record a short video on the technology part of the project to show you how we can leverage Microsoft SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, and Microsoft Yammer to achieve knowledge management, content management, as well as how we can build reward system within Yammer to achieve our goal of creating and sharing of knowledge. So the reason why we pick Yammer is because currently, based on our analysis, we realize that there are a lot of individuals or there are a lot of teams that are still working in silos. So the entire organization is not connected. And to be able to achieve that level of knowledge management, we need to be able to connect the entire organization. So that is the reason why we decided to choose Yammer. Yammer is able to connect all of these different silos within the organization. So let's start with Microsoft SharePoint. So we have already created different sites within SharePoint, but I'm going to take you quickly through how to create some of these sites. So on the left-hand corner, and the purpose of the site is to be able to manage content, share documents, retrieve documents, how you can search for documents within the site, how you can upload documents, how you can create tags for your team, and then how you can check on the status or the workflow of that tags. So there's a lot more that we can do within a site in a SharePoint, but we will not be able to cover all of that because of time. But let me show you how to create that site. So at the top left-hand corner here, I'm going to give a click to create a site. And in creating a site, there are two ways we can create a site. Either we want to create a team site or we want to create a communication site. For the purpose of this project, we are creating a team site. And how do we want to call these team sites? Okay, let's say we want to say this is for Lookie project team. I call it Lookie project team. So once you create a site, the URL has been created for that site. So you can send these sites or you can send this URL to anybody you want to have access to this site, and they can quickly log onto the site. You can include a description. It's not required, but you can do that if you want to. The default setting right now is private. Private, which means we can only allow members to join the site. We can allow as many we can allow members who we want to have on the site. So when I click on that, well, you can set this to public. So basically, anybody within Lookie can access the site. But we want to keep it as private right now because we want to be able to include people who we want to have access to the site. It's currently set to English. You can set it to any language that you want. So we're going to go ahead and click next. So now, because we set it up to be private, when you see the top here, we set this up to be private. So now SharePoint is asking, who do you want to be the owners of the site, and who do you want to be the members? The difference between this is whoever you add as owners, they have full control over the site. They can actually delete the site as well. They can edit the site. They can do a whole lot to this site. And within different companies, basically the IT departments are made owners of the site. And then whoever is going to be using the site within the organization are added as members. And members can add content. They can manage content, they can edit documents, they can upload and also retrieve information from the site. But they don't have that access of like that level of full control where they can actually edit the entire site. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to add myself as the owner. And then I'm going to add my team members. So Shannon, so they are going to have control, not full control, but they're going to have control over all the contents of the site. They can upload documents, edit documents, as well as retrieve a lot of information from this site. So I'm going to go ahead and finish creating that. Now SharePoint is going to take us to the site, the new site that we have created. And I can copy this URL and send it to whoever I want to join the site. Okay, so now it shows that we have 6 members on this site. Okay. So let me take you through how we can manage content, how we can upload documents, how do we retrieve documents, and basically how do we use SharePoint to manage knowledge. Okay, so when you take a look at, currently we are on a home page. I want us to look at the document and then the site content. So first of all, let's look at the document. What does the document do? The document serves as a library within SharePoint or within our SharePoint site. So this is like a library where we can upload documents, whatever document we need to be uploaded onto this library. Or we can create a new document. When I click on that, we can create a new Word document. We can create a new Excel document, PowerPoint, or we can actually add a link to this library. Now, let me quickly upload a random file from my computer. Let's say I have a file that I need to include on this. So I'm just going to upload a random file from my computer. It's already in there. I'm going to upload a new file again. This time I'm going to upload a PowerPoint, and let's see what happened. So I'm going to upload a PowerPoint. There we go. Okay, so now let's say I have a presentation, but I have a presentation that I've already done some time ago, or a team member has done some time ago. So I want to basically use the same PowerPoint. But where's the PowerPoint? Do I know where it is? Yes, I do. It's right here in my library. So I can come in here, and another thing that we can do in here is you can also include video presentations, or you can include transcripts or notes to that PowerPoint. So because we have that note or that transcript to that PowerPoint or presentation, we can click on this PowerPoint right away here. It's going to open our PowerPoint straight up, and I can go ahead and then present my PowerPoints from here. So I don't need a new PowerPoint, or I don't need to upload or create a whole new PowerPoint. I can come in here, get my PowerPoints, and start presenting. All right, let's go back to our SharePoint page. Let me take us to the site content. What can we do with the site content? So when it comes to the site content, we already have some folders created for us. We have form templates, documents. But what I want us to take a look at over here is how do we create different apps or different sites within this site content. Okay, so let's see how we can create an app within the site content. When you click on the settings button at the right hand corner over here, it's going to open up our settings and SharePoint apps. So I want to add an app. Now we have a lot of apps that we can actually add to our SharePoint site. And one of them is, oh, look at this, recognize. Recognize means what? Well, we can actually praise or reward someone, right? We have documents library. We can keep another document library within our SharePoint site. And then also we can create a task. So let's say this week we have orientation. So I want to create a task for my team to lead that orientation. So I can say, okay, let's create a task. What do you want to call it? New employee orientation. Orientation. Let's know how to spell orientation. So I want to create a task for new employee orientation. Then we hit create. Now we can see our folder has been created as new employee orientation. So when I open that up, so we can start creating what our tags in here. We can begin creating our tags. Okay, let's say my first tag is employee onboarding team lead. And what's the start date? We started tomorrow and ends on Friday. Who do I want to be in charge of this? I want Shannon to be the team lead for this. And then also I can click on show more. What does it do? Okay, right now we are 0% complete. What is the priority of this task? It is very high. We need to onboard our new employees, so very high. We have not started yet. So I can go ahead and save. So now a quick notification is going to be sent to Shannon about this task that I have created here. Okay, let's go back to our site content. And then let's click, okay. So now let's add a different app. Again, I want to create a different library. Instead of the document library that we looked at previously, I want to create a new library here. How do I want to call it? I want to say employee manual, and then create that. So we have our employee manual. So this works the same way that we have looked at a documents library. You can upload new documents. You can create new documents from scratch. So whoever has access to this site can get information from this site. Let's say we have thousands of documents in here. How do we manage it? We can create new folders and organize things. We can also come in here and then search our library. If we know the name of the document, we can search our library. We can search our library and find whatever document we're looking for. Or another thing is we can also create categories within the library to be able to group our documents together. Because of time, we will not go into all of that. I want us to look at Microsoft Teams and Yammer. How do we use these two software or these two applications together to achieve the level of knowledge management that we want in Loki? Loki is already using Microsoft Teams. The Microsoft Teams is, as I mentioned earlier, can connect smaller teams, but we want to be able to connect a larger group of employees. We want to be able to connect the entire organization. And because if we're able to connect the entire organization, it will make it easier for us to share documents, manage documents, and also in general, be able to manage knowledge effectively. So that is why we are introducing Yammer to Loki. And what Yammer and Microsoft Team does is, let's say we create, let me say, these are all the different teams that we have already created within Microsoft Teams. You can decide to create your own team. and whatever team you want to create. So let's see how we can integrate Yammer or Microsoft SharePoint into Teams. So look at the plus or addition button at the top over here. I want to incorporate some app into Microsoft Teams. So I want to incorporate SharePoint so that anything that is going on in my Microsoft SharePoint, I will be able to get a notification on my phone because I have Microsoft Teams on my phone. So constantly you have an update of whatever is going on either within your Microsoft SharePoint or within Yammer. So let's say I want to incorporate or integrate SharePoint into Microsoft Teams. I just give that a click and give it a second. System account. Okay, let's put editors. Okay, so I can save that. Now let's see what happened within our sales team. Give it a second. And okay, so we didn't find anything. Okay, let's do that again. SharePoint. Okay. Okay, we want to include the SharePoint home, and let's see what happened. There we go. So now all the different documents that we have in our SharePoint folder is showing here in Microsoft Teams, and whatever conversation or whatever information that is posted into SharePoint, we can quickly get that in our Microsoft Teams. So we are keeping connected with all the different applications. And now let's look at Yammer. So once you create a Yammer account, what happens is we have this group called All Company that is already created for you. So the All Company will have information of, or will connect every employee who has access to Microsoft 365 within your organization. So every employee is on here. And what this does is, let's say, okay, we want the CEO or the top management want to send a quick information to the entire organization. Instead of sending an email, you can quickly come into Yammer. You can go to new conversation, or actually let's do announcements. We want to send announcements. So you can type in your announcement, hi team, whatever your announcement is. Now we are sending this to what? All companies. So every employee who has access to Microsoft 365 in the company is going to receive this message from top management, right? So, okay, who do you want to, okay, so this is going through all companies. We can also include specific employees in here. We want this to go out to we can add topics. If we don't have any topics to add, we can include specific employees in here. We can do an attachment if we want to. If we have anything to attach, what do you want to announce? Tomorrow, holiday. Tomorrow is a holiday. If I want to see anybody, I can include that. Well, this is already going to all companies, so everybody have access to this. Right? Okay. Let me delete that. Okay, so this is the message you want to pass on. Give that a click. Oh, okay, so hi team. Okay, so this is the heading actually, hi team, and then say tomorrow, say holiday. Then we can post that. Hi team, tomorrow is a holiday. Hey, everybody have access to that. Everybody, quick message, quick information. One of the things that I want to show you in Yammer is the reward system. So when you take a look at the top here, we see there's an icon called praise. So we want to praise someone. Let's say, okay, I asked Shannon to lead the orientation, and Shannon has created a very created a document, like created a PowerPoint or anything that will help future orientation, and has shared that with the entire organization. So I want everybody to recognize the work she has done. So I can go into praise and be like, okay, who do you want to praise? I want to praise Shannon for creating that wonderful document, orientation document. Thanks for creating the orientation document to help future orientations. And I want to attach a document. I'm going to attach something to say, hey, we thank you so much. And then also uploading, and there we go. And also, okay, I want to change this icon to like a badge. Yeah, I want to change that to a badge. And this is going to the entire company. So everybody's going to see the good work that Shannon has done. And that is going to encourage people to share documents or share knowledge. So let's see, when I post that, what happened? Hey, so this is what is going to show up in everybody's inbox. So everybody has seen the work that Shannon has done. So I want to show you how we can connect Yammer to Microsoft Teams, and that will help us be able to better manage our teams. So let me show you. So let's go to okay, so let's go back to Microsoft Teams. So I want to connect this HR, okay, let's go back to sales. So I want to connect sales, that sales team. We want to connect that to our Microsoft Yammer. So we give that a click. Okay, so what group within Yammer do we want to connect to our Microsoft team? We want to connect all company. Give that a click and then save. Let's see what happened. So now our company has been connected to what? To sales team. So whatever happens, when we go back to Microsoft Yammer, right? So whatever information or whatever conversation takes place in our company group, the sales team in Microsoft team will have access to that information directly without having to go through Yammer. And that is how integrating Yammer with sales team or Microsoft Teams can actually achieve the full potential of either sharing knowledge, managing content, and also just creating that reward system that will encourage employees to be able to better share knowledge and also reuse the knowledge or reuse the content that has been created. There's a lot more that we can cover with Microsoft Teams, Yammer, and SharePoint. But because of time, we're going to end it here. If you have any question in the future, you can reach out to us. We'll be happy to take you through all the different components again. And then also, we are still learning these applications. So whatever information we have in the future, we will be able to share with you. And thank you so much for listening.